and that'll be fine. So good morning, it's Judith, it's Yoga Fusion. This is a real interesting class in that the only thing that you need for it is your body and a chair. So I have a chair here. It's a nice standard kind of metal folding chair. It's got padding, which is nice, but no arms, no wheels. So we don't want people rolling off into the next room. So that's your main prop, and we'll use the chair to either sit or stand, and standing we'll use it for balance. So you can decide what works the best for you in your particular spot there at home. Other items you might want to have available, should you have them, it might be nice to have a set of hand weights, 1-pounders or 2-pounders, nothing heavier than 2 pounds. And if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Especially if you're just starting out exercising. So styrofoam blocks, yoga blocks are wonderful to have. And if you don't have those available, they could be substituted with 2 water bottles, 2 canned goods of equal size and weight, etc., etc. Other thing you might want to have is a yoga strap handy. And this is really easy to substitute with a scarf, a belt, a dog leash, a bathrobe tie, etc. So, and as always, I will offer modifications if you don't have any of those props, no worries. And if we're using weights and you're not using them and don't have them or don't want to use them, it's a soft fist. So you could just do a soft fist, okay? So let's start standing. We'll warm the body gently, and then we can use the chair either for standing or sitting purposes. So let's take the feet nice and wide, about shoulder width apart, the toes point outward. And we're just going to start swinging those arms. And what's happening here is you're shifting the weight from side to side, and you're looking over the shoulder to the wall behind you. So either you can keep the feet firmly rooted into the mat, or you can lift the heel as you twist and look over the shoulder to the wall behind you. For 4, 3, deep full breaths, 2, 1. Very nice. Keep twisting, keep squeezing. Now you're going to pat the midriff area in the front, and you're going to pat the kidneys in the back. So the kidneys are kind of a little bit higher up, and you're just stimulating blood flow. You're squeezing out stale blood, chi, life force, and bringing in new big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly corkscrewing back to center here, just giving the spine a nice squeeze. The feet can come under the hips now, maybe a little bit closer together. You can decide the appropriate width for those feet, what feels most stable. So we're inhaling forward, exhaling, squeezing navel to spine as you round in the back. So you might want to keep that torso uninvolved, neutral, or maybe you want to get it more involved as you get a little bit more comfortable with the movement. Let's do 2 more in this direction. And then when you find an opportunity, you're going to circle the other way. Inhaling forward, exhaling, squeezing the navel back to the spine. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly returning to neutral with the hips, adding in shoulder rolls now, forward, up, back, and down. Ugh. I forgot to say we're all muted now, so sighing, moaning, groaning is fine. Let out that sound if it feels good. 2 more in this direction. And let's go the other way. Noticing range of motion on the right and on the left. It may not necessarily be the same. And again, no judgment here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms can come down to the side of the body now. Let's just drop the chin to the center of the chest. This could be done sitting. You could roll the right ear to right shoulder, come back to center. It's like you're scraping something off of your chin onto the chest, moving right to left. And we're only doing this half turn here. We don't want to smash up the back of the neck, those little vertebrae there. And let's just keep swinging side to side. Let's do one more sweep to each side. And then coming back to center, let's float the chin parallel to the earth. And just turning the face to the right now. Everything else stays still. Noticing range of motion, coming back to center, turning it to the left. Moving side to side. Finding your own pace here. The main prompt would be not to just race through it. Just take your time with it. One more time to each side. Very nice. And then coming back to center, let's go ahead and just drop right ear to right shoulder. Coming back to center, drop left ear to left shoulder. Let's come back to center. Let's take the arms up into a big inhale up. Fingertips stretch to the sky. Exhale. Press the air down by the side of the body. Inhale and exhale. Big full breaths. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then the arms go back up overhead. Now here we stretch those fingers to the sky. The feet are grounding into the earth. And you're keeping the chest square to the front of your space, perhaps to that long edge of the mat. So just so you're not twerking side to side, right to left, thereby giving those intercostal muscles that attach to the side ribs a nice stretch for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then arms can float down very slowly, no rushing, resisting the gravity. Now the feet can come directly under the hips, toes point forward, and maybe the fingers and the hands come to the hip crease or the waist. We're going to inhale, bend the knees. The feet stay flat on this one. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 4, 3, 2, and then stay down on 1, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten those legs. Let's lift the right heel and then just start circling that ankle. So the ankle joint is what initiates the movement. Here again, this could be done sitting if that's more appropriate for you. And just standing tall on the standing leg if you're still up on your feet. And let's go ahead and circle in the opposite direction with the right ankle. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower that heel down. Let's go ahead and lift that left heel. Same idea. Now we're standing tall on the supporting right leg, or you could be sitting doing this, and you're letting that ankle joint initiate the movement. Let's go ahead and circle in the other direction, spreading those toes nice and wide on the earth, getting blood flow in there, vanquishing neuropathy, hopefully. And then we're going to just drop that heel back down to the earth. Now from here, again, feet directly under your hip bones. This is where the femur locks into the pelvic girdle. That's hip distance. So from here, you're going to identify that center part of the arch. And maybe you want to keep the hands on the hips here, and you're just not going to lift the feet off. You're just going to shift the weight forward, go back to center in the arch, shift the weight back to the heel, shifting forward, back to center, shifting back to the heel. So once you get that very small movement going with the feet, at some point you might want to lift the heels as you rock forward, lift the toes as you rock back. You might want to be near your chair, perhaps a wall, a piece of furniture that's not moving. And now you're rocking forward and back with those feet, remembering to spread toes wide. And then once you get the feet organized, palms go up to the sky, palms push back as you rock back, lifting up and then pressing back. So it's a little kind of rocking glide, big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can do 4 more. 4 or not. 3, 2, 1. And then slowly the arms stop. The feet are still going. And now the feet are going to slowly come back down to stillness. Very nice. Let's go ahead and grab the chair. And I'm going to face the back of the chair. And the feet here, and I won't mirror you for this. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Both sets of toes point forward here, and the torso is more or less going to stay upright. You're not going to be lurching forward, all right? So lifting the back right heel, inhale, lift, exhale, press, lifting and pressing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relift that back right heel. Now both legs are going to bend. You're still going to be upright like a piston with that torso. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 4, 3, 2, stay down on 1, little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Re-straighten. Now you're going to tilt over the seat of your chair very mindfully. You're going to float the right leg parallel to the earth. Toes are pointed. Touch the mat with your toes. Inhale, touch. Exhale, lift the leg for 8, 7. Try not to dangle the head. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Refloat the leg on 1. Flex the right foot. Inhale, bend right knee. Exhale, stretch that leg away for 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten, point the toe. That toe touches on the earth to the left. You might want to follow the foot with your gaze. Lift the leg, touch down right for 8, 7, 6. Lift that leg. 5. It's light and empty. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. That foot comes back over to the left. Tuck the 10 toes. Inhale, lift that heel. Exhale, press it into the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Right foot goes to meet the left. Let's just gently microbend the knees left and right. And you're going to gently ascend back to standing. You can use the back of the chair for support. Keep microbending those knees left and right just to recalibrate. And then we'll do the other side. So right foot is forward, left foot is back. I'm not mirroring you. Again, torso will be upright for this first bit. So lift that left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relift that back left heel. Now both legs are going to bend, but the torso still stays straight and upright. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Re-straighten. And now you're going to tilt yourself over that chair seat. You're going to float the left leg, and the pelvis will stay square to that straight edge of the mat. Toe is pointed. Touch the toe down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6. Don't let the head dangle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Refloat the leg on 1, flex the foot. Inhale, bend left knee. Exhale, stretch the leg away for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then that leg is going to tap over on the right. The foot touches the earth on the right. Follow the foot with your gaze, touches on the left. Side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That foot goes back over to the right. You're tucking the left toes. You're lifting the left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press the heel into the mat. Lifting and pressing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Left foot meets the right. Let's bend the knees here a bit, just to ease the low back. That tends to get nice and tight. And then just floating the torso upright, nice and slow, so avoiding the head rush, avoid getting dizzy, open the shoulders. Give those shoulders a roll. Big full breaths. Maybe you want to grab some water. It's always good to have some available. If you'd like to have with you in the chair, make sure they're near where you can reach them. So I'm sitting in the chair more in the front of the seat of the chair than, collapsing into the back of the chair. So I want to sit nice and tall in the front. Let's go ahead and just take the right hand and we're going to place it outside of the left thigh. The left hand is going to scan the horizon with the fingertips. So you're twisting to the left here until you come to a sticking point. And then that back arm can just wrap around the back of the chair, perhaps. Everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the left. A seated twist. So you're going to slightly release this twist, but not altogether. It's slightly release. Inhale, squeeze to the left and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then we're going to slowly unwind it. No rushing. Maybe give it a little wiggle if that feels good, just to recalibrate. And we're going to take the left hand, place it outside of the right thigh. The right hand, the fingertips are going to scan the horizon, twisting to the right. This side might feel different. And then when you come to your optimum twist, that back arm can wrap around the back of the chair and you're looking over the right shoulder to the wall behind you. Everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the right. So now we're going to slightly inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly again, unwinding it. No rush to get there. Let's take the legs nice and wide and make sure those sits bones are firmly planted into the seat of your chair. Let's go ahead and we'll start by pressing right forearm into right thigh into right forearm, and lifting this left arm up to the sky. The chest stays square to the front of your space. Big side stretch for the left side of the body. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly coming to center. Left forearm now presses into left thigh presses into left forearm. We have an isometric press going. in addition to stretching that top right arm to the sky. If the top arm is too much, just bend the elbow, fingertips on the shoulder for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center, slowly, slowly. Now, hands can be placed on the thighs. It's not a death press, but just placed there. And we're going to tilt the pelvis and the crown of the head, from crown of head to tailbone. So we're tilting the torso forward so that we're parallel to the earth. So we're going to turn to the left, taking left forearm to left thigh, and we're breathing and we're stretching and we're looking over that shoulder to the wall behind for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center slowly. Now right forearm rests on right thigh. You're looking over the right shoulder here. So now we're in a seated twist, breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming back to center, hands can be placed on thighs as you float the torso upright. We're going to keep the legs wide here. And to start, we're going to start with working on flexibility of the spine. So this next movement is like a whip-like motion with the spine as best you can. So we're going to exhale, leading with the chin. Exhale, going forward. Tuck the chin. Inhale as you roll it up. Exhale, going forward. Really stretch the spine. Tuck the chin. Inhale as you come on up. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. 2 more. Exhale. And inhale. Last one like this. Exhale. And forward. Back up. So now we're going to reverse it. This time we tuck the chin. Inhale. Roll it down. Exhale. Lift the head like you're breaking the waves. You can be baby dolphins. Inhale. Exhale. Head breaks the waves. Tuck the chin. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Squeeze abdominals as you go down. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. And just shake everything out. Let's go ahead and we're going to take the palms facing down. The legs can still be fairly wide if that feels comfortable. We're just going to pinch the shoulder blades. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Back to neutral. Now the forearms come perpendicular to the earth. You're going to open into goddess pose. I have a shoulder injury, so I'm modifying on my one side. All right. So you're opening that chest. You're spreading those arms wide like you're a butterfly. And then exhale. Take those forearms and squeeze them together, and you can slightly round the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, close and squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. So this could be a baby back bend for 4 or not. 3, you can look at the sky. 2, and 1. Oh boy. Let's reopen those arms now. Inhale, exhale, turn to the right. Come back to the center. Inhale, left, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then the arms drop down. Just going to slowly take them out and shake them out now. So just now, think about rotating the humerus bone into that shoulder girdle. We're working our joints here because that's the only way that synovial fluid is generated. The synovial fluid is what lubricates the joints, and it doesn't happen until you start moving the joints. It's not generated. So we're generating synovial fluid. Fabulous. All right. And let's bring that to stillness. If you have weights, grab them. If you don't have them or don't want to use them, it's a soft fist, okay? So let's just go ahead, take the legs back to parallel, feet are flat, and you're closer to the front of the seat than the back of the seat, all right? So palms face the midline, no weight or one weight in each hand. Inhale, exhale into right armpit. Inhale, exhale to left armpit. For 8, 7, sitting tall, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then arms go back to neutral, palms face the wall behind you. The right arm is going to lift up to shoulder height only. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, left, exhale. So opposite sides, alternating for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Keep alternating, or maybe the two together for 8. Don't rush it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's relift it. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 4, 3, open the chest, 2, and 1. Very nice. Just slowly, slowly bring those arms down to stillness. Shake it out. Give it a little wiggle. No weight or one weight in each hand. The palms are going to face the tops of the thighs. So it's exhale, inhale, exhale, sitting tall for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, gentle pressure, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Return to neutral. Let's stay on the right for this next part. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Pausing here in the center, just recollecting, going to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then just bringing everything to stillness. Let's go ahead, and now we can sit all the way into the back of the seat of the chair so that the thighs are somewhat supported. And we're just going to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And now you're sitting all the way to the back of the seat of the chair. One leg comes out, flex the foot. Second leg comes out, flex the foot. Maybe one arm can come up. Maybe a second arm could come up. This is staff pose in yoga for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come down, legs come down, slowly, slowly. Maybe move forward and shake them out a bit. Just shake them out a bit. Oh, very nice. Now you're more towards the front of the seat of your chair. You might wish to have a block handy, or possibly you could have another chair, turn it around so that the seat is facing you, and you could use that for support for your hands or not. So for this one, let's cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Right ankle over top of left thigh. If you have trouble getting your leg up there, this is where a strap comes in. You can use that strap to help assist you get that leg up onto the thigh. Just a suggestion. And this top right foot is flexed. The top right foot is externally rotated. You should feel it immediately in the outer right hip. We're going to float the arms up. Inhale up. And then exhale, you're going to go over those legs like you're trying to reach to the floor. Now my hands don't get there. That's why I have a block here. And maybe if the hands don't even get that far, you close. So this could be a static press. You should, especially when you rotate that top right foot. Rocks here from side. Right. You're going to do little rocks, and you're stretching open that right hip. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Try not to press on the knee joint. Just come on up. We're going to take the right forearm, slip it under that calf, right calf, and you're just going to rock your baby here. If you want to name this baby, you can do that. And it could be side to side, or it could be circling. So you choose what feels the most efficient and lovely. Let's go ahead and bring that to stillness. We're going to take the right forearm behind the back of the right thigh. I'll do this in profile. So you're sitting tall. Inhale, bend, foot stays flexed. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then that leg can float down to earth. Give it a little bounce, perhaps. And just staying here in neutral for just a breath or two, just noticing the right side of the body and the left side of the body. Noticing how you feel, noticing the differences between the two sides. So now let's cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Left ankle crosses on top of right thigh. The top left foot is flexed. The top left foot is externally rotated. And you're going to float those arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale like you're reaching over a big pile of whatever. And maybe those fingers reach the earth. My hands get a lot closer on this side for some reason. If they don't get there to the earth, you can have a block. You can rest your hands on the block or the seat of another chair. Now try not to let the head. So you're still line of head to tailbone. Perhaps little wiggles. It's a static press. You can decide. Very nice. And then coming back to stillness, you're going to float the torso upright. You're going to take your right forearm. No, you're going to take your left forearm, sorry. And you're going to rock it. You're going to rock the other baby, the twin. So it's left leg and left forearm. Little rocks side to side, or maybe circling. That might feel good too. If you're circling, be sure you circle in both directions. And then bringing that to stillness, you're going to unwind this top left leg. The left forearm grabs behind the back of the left thigh. Flex the left foot. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Rebend, feet come back to earth. Give it a little bounce if it feels good, just to recalibrate the legs. And let's just sit close to the front of the seat of the chair. No weight, one weight in each hand. The trick here is you're going to, from crown of head to tailbone, it's flat like a diving board, and you're just going to tilt back into your chair. The arms are going to come over your chest. You're going to round the arms like you're embracing our friend the barrel. We're going to inhale, open, exhale, squeeze right over the chest. Keep the chin tucked to protect the back of the neck. Inhale, open, exhale, squeeze. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you're going to reopen, and we're going to just do little pumps here for the pecs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Reclose. Bring the arms back to neutral. Weights can go to the earth. And we'll do some foot massage to polish everything off. So just cross one leg on top of the other. So I've got my right ankle on top of left thigh. You're going to take your 5 toes and you're going to start flapping them like you're fanning yourself with one of those lovely, Spanish fans on a hot day somewhere. And so we're really moving those toes so you're getting blood flow in there. And when that feels complete, you're going to take each individual toe from the base of the toe to the end of the nail, and you're going to massage each individual little piggy here, each toe. Oh. And by the way, if you find a tender spot, you can spend a lot more time gently massaging it, pressing on reflexology points. All the meridians end in the hands and the feet. So we're really nourishing and nursing our meridians here as well. And when you've done each toe, then you're going to go to the underside of the toes and just rummage around underneath the bottom parts of the toes. Nobody bothers to go in there. So just give it a little massage. And when that feels complete, you're going to take the 2 thumbs and you're going to start massaging the big toe ball mound and the little toe ball mound, working your way into the center with those thumbs, down the inner and outer edge of the foot. Don't forget the arch. And then all 10 fingers can address that heel. Nice. And when that feels complete, you're going to take the 2 hands and you're going to alternately, it's like you're wringing out a washcloth, and you're going to do that on the ankles. So you're wringing back and forth on the ankle. Oh, this should feel pretty good. And then when that feels complete, you're going to take your fingertips and just drag them across the top of the foot, maybe between the bones on the top of the foot in that trough area. And do that until that feels nice and tingly. And then you're going to take a soft fist and pound the arch. And then you're going to take the 2 hands and pat the foot. And if you want more, slap it. So you get a lot of blood flow in there. And then bringing it to stillness, unwinding, and noticing, how does that foot feel compared to the other foot? Usually there's a huge difference, simply because you've just gotten some blood flow going into that foot. Now I'm crossing left foot on top of right thigh, left foot on top of right thigh. You're going to take your 5 toes, you're going to flap them back and forth. And mine don't want to flap very much, but I'm flapping them. And getting those loosened, as it were. And when that feels complete, then you're going to start individually massaging each toe from the base of the toe to the end of the nail. Oh, this should feel delicious, possibly mingled with pain, but we're hopefully massaging that away. Each individual toe, of course, don't forget the big toe. And again, if you find a special spot there that's extra tender, you can spend more time there just massaging it, easing out some of that tightness. And then the fingers can go underneath the toes, and you're going to rummage around in the bottom underside of the toes. And then the two thumbs take over and massage the big toe ball mound, the little toe ball mound, and you work the thumbs into the center of the foot. And then the thumbs work down the inner and outer edges of the foot. Don't forget the arch. Wander over there into the arch area, and then all 10 fingers can work on the heel. Ah, very nice. And then we're going to do that alternate ringing with the hands on the ankle. It's like you're squeezing out all that toxic material. It doesn't belong there. Get rid of it. Then the fingers can take the top of the foot and just scrape up and down, maybe between the troughs of the bones of the foot. There's 26 bones in your foot, by the way, each foot. Then you're going to take a soft fist and pound the arch, and then the two hands tapping lightly. And if you want more intensity, slapping them. Woohoo! And then bringing all of that to stillness. Finding a seat on your chair for Shavasana, resting pose. And making any final movements you would like to make to feel complete. So sitting fully now into the seat of the chair, the back of the chair supporting you, feet flat, palms could face down on the thighs for grounding, stability, or the palms could face up for receiving. You can choose. And just starting from the soles of the feet, all the way up into the ankles, the low legs, the knees, and the thighs, all gently relaxed. The relaxation moves into the pelvis, the hips, the buttocks, the low back releases. And that softness, that relaxation moves from the belly, the pelvis, into the waist, the torso, enveloping all those vital organs, moving on up into the chest and the shoulders, and rolls down both arms all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. That softness moves into the throat and the neck now. And then it envelops the head, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases. The face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light permeates every cell in the body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And while we rest in Shavasana, here is a quote from Pema Chodron from her book, Taking the Leap. The only way to ease our pain is to experience it fully. Learn to stay. Learn to stay with uneasiness. Learn to stay with the tightening. Learn to stay with the itch, so that the habitual chain reaction doesn't continue to rule our lives, and the patterns that we consider unhelpful don't keep getting stronger as the days and months and years go by. When we're not blinded by the intensity of our emotions, when we allow a bit of space, a chance for a gap, when we pause, we naturally know what to do. We begin, due to our own wisdom, to move forward, letting go and letting go and letting go. If you'd like to remain here in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to do that. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. Scanning the body, noticing the effects of the practice. And then on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer. Dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, Samasthiti.